Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. In the last episode, we found a missing exhibit, and then we started going, we also started going around talking to people about the threats. So today we're going to continue that, because we are at a quest, and yeah, the culprit seems unrelated to Calvert, so let's go to the Erebonian embassy, maybe. Now that we've found the painting and all that. Oh, hello again. Lord Ambassador Krana and Major Vander just returned. Perfect timing. Can we go in then? Sure. Welcome to the Erebonian embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, so be careful, yeah? We will be. Okay, cool. Oh, fancy. This is quite the building. Whoa, this place definitely matches the Calvardian embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial, if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Krana would hit the roof if he heard you say that. Yeah, I thought so. Hey bud, how you doing? My most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? It would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. I told you again and again to ensure you're constantly aware of your location. To ensure we're constantly aware of your location, you... but it is a tactic in the war of love. Did you know absence makes the heart grow fonder? Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the troubles idiot's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic. I presume you have business here at the embassy? Yes, sir. We would like to speak to the ambassador. Estelle explained her desire to meet with the ambassador concerning the letter. That letter, right. I've been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it. Yeah, technically yes, but we're trying to investigate it as neutrally as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven, that kind of thing. Commendable mindset. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Krana. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone. Really? Thanks, Miller. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Oh, why do you really have so little faith in me? You thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduce us, you probably want us to have us kicked out. Sorry, Olivier. Oh, the sting of being forsaken. The sting of the truth, maybe. Yeah, yikes. Lord Krana is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait then. Anything else interesting over here to explore? Hello? Oh, hey, it's been a while, Olivier. Are these your guests? Indeed, one could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmates. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet, I feel to merely call this force loved as a disservice to our bond. Is that not so, Estelle? My... Wait, does that mean you've dumped Mueller? My head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Mueller's suffering. Hello. All the books in this room were published in the Burrow. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back when you found them once you're done. Okay, can't actually read the books, sir. Oh, Sulphur's the Carnelia series. Really? That's cool. Okay, I'm not reading through all those. This is also the Carnelia series. Are we gonna have to come back here? No. Because, like, you know, we had the books for the LeBlanc stupid thing. So I don't know if they're going to try that again. The closest imperial city to Liberal borders is a place called Parm. I'm actually from there, by the way. It's close to Bose, which makes it convenient to return home for visits. Of course, it's not so convenient to visit the Imperial capital from there. There aren't any public scheduled liners in Arabonia, so I have to switch over to the railway system. Uh-huh. Hey, Olivier. I heard you went to the hot springs. I'm so envious. I've been working until I'm dead on my feet getting ready for the signing ceremony. Alright, let's wait over here. So this is the office? Wow. Indeed. Shall we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? Mueller can totally cut you in half, you know. I apologize for the wait. Lord Kron will see you now. Let's go then. Off I go then. Welcome to the Arbonian Embassy, guests. I am Lord Davelkrana, the duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Zenvathek, also of the Guild. I'm Chloe Rin, second-year student at the Genis Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers. And I am a servant of love and peace, Olivier Lungheim. You. I heard you've gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down. Much and more, I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside, you are here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? My, you are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact. And no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvert behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition, doing whatever it pleases, is a perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on President Rocksmith. Details, you think the mob thinks like that? Pah! All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Well, excuse me, Lord Krana. May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? But... Huh? Flawless, proposed Chloe. Hell? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. His nickname comes in his personal motto, our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system, as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders through less than diplomatic means. Annex? Wait, you mean he... Olivier! How can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Nah, but devil, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over at the Calvardian embassy. She was quite helpful, you see. What? Why, if you don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Arabonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? Ugh. My Lord Krana, there's no need to keep information related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem? You have a point, Mueller, very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. In fact, I hear is actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Really? That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there's harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance at something for the Empire. Yeah, it looks that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions. No, see? It's just as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. Oh, but one sec. If you don't mind, we have one more question. One more thing. Estelle asked Lord Kron about Ren's parents. I was told it's Ren, not Renee. I'm sad. Ren. Yes, most pitiable situation. The separation of a child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but a merchant from Crossbill? I do not recall such a man, no. Are you familiar with this Hayworth, Mueller? No, I've never heard of the name of the man either. Really? Oh, this is starting to look kind of grim. The search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parent sounds most trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Mr. Lord Krana. Allow me to show you to the gate, then. Okay, they were nice. Imagine you must be having a difficult time trying to find the culprit. Though I suppose if it were some clue, any clue at all, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now. Still, don't hesitate to let us know if we can be of assistance. Path of the Bracer continues to prove itself a harsh one indeed. Several months ago I received reports concerning the Bracer Guild. Various branches have been attacked in my country, one after another. Given that you're bracers yourselves, I fear you may be an easy target for whoever is responsible. I wish you and your fellow bracers well. Do not lose hope. That's very nice of him. Thanks, Mueller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. No, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Huh, indeed. I do hope we can solve this. Huh, Olivia, you're awful quiet. Oh, it's nothing. I was simply lost in a reverie for a moment. It doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. Okay. Olivia, you'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're in Gransley, yes? Where else? I would not miss a chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed, as always. What? Oh, my. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas and images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spear you upon the embassy flagpole. No, so that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Krana. Oh, that would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. So that's how you keep Olivia under control. Maybe I should write this down. I'd say they match each other perfectly myself. That's a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thanks again, Mueller. With the embassies out of the way, all that's left is Lord Brill News. Hopefully Niall or someone will be able to help us. Hopefully. Shall we be off? What do you mean all that's left is Lord Brill News? We didn't go to Gransel Castle. I guess that's intending for us to do that last? I wonder which is the one we'll find out the answers from then. Anyway, it'll be nice to see Niall again. We haven't seen him in a few episodes. Yep. Oh, Estelle. Hey, Chief, it's been a while. What do you need today? Business with Niall? Yeah, I got some questions on some guild business. Is he back from Rouen yet? Yeah, he's back, but I think he stepped outside to do some coverage. Figures. He always does seem pretty busy. Well, that's our job after all. Don't know where he is, but I heard he'll be back by the evening. Okay, got it, thanks. Seems we should start somewhere else. Yeah, this could probably be the last place we visit. Alright. I guess we are going to Gransel Castle then. Maybe the text just had us visiting Niall because they suggested we go to Gransel Castle first and I didn't listen. I wonder. Hello? Oh hey, if it isn't our Defenders of the Crown! You guys basically have a free pass in here, so if you want to see someone, we can get you in easy. Or did you just want to have a walk around the palace? That's okay too. Oh, actually I'm here on Bracer business today. Which is to say, hello Dan, Alutz, it's been a while. Your Highness! Princess Claudia, we're not aware you had returned. Sorry to startle you two, I'm afraid I'm here on business though. Estelle and I have some things in the castle to attend to. Could you let us pass, please? Of course, Your Highness. By your command, milady. Wow. Only slightly popular, isn't she? I think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous. Now entering ladies Chloe and Estelle and their entourage. Open the gate! It'll be nice being back in here. Please come in! Thanks, you two. Well, Estelle, welcome back to my house, as it were. Come on in. Oh, thanks! Yay! Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia both to ask about the letter and just say hi, but let's see, who else? Julia's gone, right? Yeah, she's currently at Leston Fortress overseeing the refitting of the Arcee. Well, that's gonna make things a bit harder on us. She probably could have given us a lot of help with this mess. Who else could we confer with, I wonder? With Julia absent, I think our best bet is Hilda, at least concerning Ren's parents. If the Hayworths, however, have ever visited the castle, she would know. Yeah, Hilda kind of seems to have sort of a castle sense about these things. So where would you find them, you think? Grandmother should be in her chambers at this hour. And Hilda, if she isn't in the maid's room, they can tell us where she is at least. Good idea. Maid's room in the Queen's chambers. Off we go. Man, the last time I was here, my boyfriend knocked me out and ran away. Good times. Welcome to Gradsville Castle. Oh, the maid quarters? Go straight ahead for a while and you see a big entrance. The door to the right of that is the entrance to the maid quarters. Okay. We're not going to the maid quarters, we're talking to everyone else. Ha, I imagine my wife's enjoying non-stop fishing by now. At this rate, not only am I going to be worthless as a man, but my position as her husband will be in danger. Alright, if I could just train in secret, I'm sure I can catch up to my wife. Alright. We're still cleaning up after the coup d'etat. Right now I'm investigating the Intelligence Division's budget and their real expenses. From the looks of it, there are signs that the budget was manipulated. Where could this money have gone to? I don't know, bud. My duties are slowly normalizing, but I'm still quite busy. As ever, there are still many inquiries from the citizenry about the coup d'etat. I'm in charge of various kinds of reparations, but there's just a mountain of problems to get through. Let's... hopefully, they get everything fixed over there. I'm afraid Captain Schwartz isn't here right now. She's currently stationed at Leston Fortress for the changing of the Arcee's engine. Can we still go down? Dang it! I didn't think we could, but it would have been a little funny. Suck the other guy in that room. To think that it's already state-of-the-art Arcee can go even further. I wonder what kind of ship it'll become. What is this? Is that like a security system, maybe? Once you close the door leading into the sewers, they finally stopped getting so many rats in our storehouse. Really, the nerve they had to chew on the food that people put so much effort to bring in. Nasty, nasty little creatures. By your Highness Claudia, I see you're most well today. May I ask what brings you to my humble kitchen? I don't know, I'm hungry. The head cook is incredible. It's crazy how many recipes that guy knows. Maybe I can get him to teach me a few. Where's this? Dining room. Wait. Ah. What is it? I'm very sorry, I'm busy cleaning here. It's no excuse. Oh yeah, I talked to you already. And this is... Miss Estelle? Miss Claudia and Mr. Zinn too? Pardon me, it's been quite some time. It sure has. Yeah, reminds me of when you lent me your maid uniform, Shay. Oh, Estelle is a maid? Yeah, it was to meet the Queen. Oh, and Joshua had to wear one too. Shay did the makeup on his face with her the magic on his face with her makeup. She was all pumped up to do it. Oh my. Thank you very much. Joshua, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia, so perfectly also portrayed a maidservant. How noble endeavors both! I'm sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more that I couldn't attend the Duke's banquet. Oh right, Shay, do you know where Hilda is?
I believe Mistress Hilda's in the library. As I recall, she said she had something to look up. The library, got it.
Good times. Good times in the first game. It's upstairs, I think. Let's check out the rooms while we're here. No, there's nobody in here. This is a nice palace, though. Yeah, I guess they're not really having many in-palace guests at the moment. Why, Your Highness Claudia, welcome home. Would you like something? I would be happy to prepare some tea. It's kind of rude not to answer. Let's check out the other wing. I don't think anyone's going to be here, but I may as well check. Oh well, time to start cleaning the guest rooms. Once I'm done with the guest rooms, it's off to tidy the library. I guess that means that the library is in this general direction. Yep. Castle blueprints, the 7 treasures, full details of the 100 Days' War. I was asked by Her Highness to compose a list of books removed by the Intelligence Division. I wonder what they were investigating. A curious selection. Hey, you're Hilda? Yes. Princess Claudia, and Mrs. Cell too.
Hello, Hilda. I'm sorry if I startled you, but I just got back. Hi, Hilda. Sorry I've been out of touch.
It's quite alright. I'm glad to see you well. I understand the princess has been assisting you, Estelle. I'm very glad to see the two of you home safe.
Aw, Hilda. You're embarrassing Estelle, Hilda. Speaking of helping Estelle, though, I've returned partially to inquire about something the guild is investigating. Could I ask you a few questions, Hilda?
If I can be of assistance, ask me anything. I think there may be a few too many onlookers to speak here, however. There's one man. Let us borrow a guest room. Yes, I see. You're attending to the investigation of that letter we received, then. I take it you want to know if I have any idea who the sender might be.
That's it exactly. We're investigating all the locations that receive letters to see if we can ferret out some clues.
Well, firstly, thank you for your efforts. Just receiving that letter was unsettling. I'm afraid I can be a little aid in naming suspects, however. The only thing I can say with confidence is that it's not the work of anyone in this castle.
Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Who is the letter here addressed to, out of curiosity?
No less a person than Her Majesty herself. I check all the letters addressed to the Queen, so I know the contents of the letter. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that... pardon me. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? Ones critical of royal decisions, for example?
Well... Hilda, please, help us for my sake, if no one else's. We need as much information as we can in order to make a judgment.
Very well. There have been several letters delivered with no indication as to their senders. They were not particularly critical of royal decisions per se. They were largely petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. I suspect at least some are citizens of Gransel, but the rest I cannot be sure of.
People want Colonel Richard freed?
No less than expected of the man who once strove to be my rival. His popularity endures even after his capture and shaming.
The Colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him.
I would personally bet on those letters not being related to our little threats. Requesting something in the royal hand is one thing. Trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether.
Well, still, even knowing the letters exist helps. Oh, one more thing, Hilda. I want to ask about something else. Estelle asked Hilda about the Hayworths.
Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell? Yes, I remember him.
Say what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda?
Not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. I happened to be otherwise occupied, so I showed him about. Unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with him as well.
Really? Hey!
Alas, this provides us a little clue as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Yes, my apologies. There was something that bothered me, however.
What would that be?
The child greatly enjoyed the tour. However, their parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing.
They seemed even-tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, I wonder if they were under strain.
Not able to pay attention after coming to see a palace as a tourist. Sounds like something is on their minds, alright.
Yes, it seems likely they were in some kind of trouble even then.
This may give us a clue as to where they went.
Thank you very much, Hilda. I think this gave us some good leads. I'm glad I could be of help. Oh, Princess, you'll be staying here in the castle tonight, I trust, and if your friends lack accommodations... But? I had intended to stay here while in Gransley, yes, but, you know... Well, how about it, everyone?
Now you forget they're expecting me to be a pest at the embassy tonight, and I can hardly disappoint. I do appreciate the offer, however. Yeah, and I got what's basically a permanent room at the Calvardian embassy. Thanks, but I think I got to decline this time.
I should probably ask Shara and Tita before coming to anything. We've got Ren, too. That's true, it sounds like she loves the castle. I shall keep the rooms ready in case you wish to stay. Thanks, Hilda. Thank you, Hilda.
Not at all. I must return to the maid quarters. Please let me know if you need anything else. If you'll pardon me.
Okay, so we learned a bunch there. Okay, so we still need to meet with the Queen. She should be in her chambers, right? Yes, I'd be surprised if she isn't.
Let us not keep her waiting, then.
Alright. So we're learning more and more. It's such a relief the Duke's staying over in the villa. After all, the Duke was always staring at people with these lecherous, dirty eyes.
I'm the Queen now, yeah.
Sorry, not gonna do that again. I did that once. Let's see, there was a way up. Head over here. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything over here, but I want to see anyway. You're the Queen! Hey, Estelle, remember this spot? Remember this spot, Estelle? I'm a terrible person.
My Lady Claudia, if you're looking for a match to the Queen, she's currently resting in her room. Please pass through.
Is she outside? I guess she's outside. Or in here. Wow, you have a lot of rooms even in your little room. Ah, you finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother? Hey! Sieg! Whee! Sieg? I see. Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you are always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything not long after you left the train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh, thank you very much, Your Majesty. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So, I'm okay, don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we met last, Estelle. Cold steel? No. Mr. Vathek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. So you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberl? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters. Maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Alan, Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my belief that led them to take such actions in the first place, after all. Grandmother, I don't know. I don't think they have the right to be all blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of love for Liberl and its people. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us. In listening to all such opinions and choosing how to rule the country, that is a ruler's responsibility.
Though, in that case, I'd rather doubt they'd actually try to stop the ceremony, yeah?
Assuming the letters from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Ah, rants.
Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question.
Of course, Olivier. Whatever you wish, she knows.
Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is the time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others.
Olivia, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's alright, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Crossbell, that's where Ren's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due north of here, over the Crone Mountains and directly between Ereboni and Calvard. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess.
Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem.
I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then.
Nah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then?
To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and the people will remember Liberl spurred it on.
I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberl was far more of a fool errand than I'd even imagined. That much at least is painfully obvious to me now.
What are you going on about? Oh wait, Crossbell Red, duh! Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... So I'll ask Queen Elisa about Ren's parents. My goodness, a child? Abandoned at the royal villa? I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Majesty? No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said that they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whenever you need. Oh, thanks. Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But, Don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. All right.
So the plot thickens once more. Not really any closer to figuring out who it is, though. My goddess, such royalty! I would say she's the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, it feels sort of weird to say coming from democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kinda envy Liberl, to be honest.
Of course, she's the queen after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman Grandmother is. I really doubt I can even ever live up to her. Oh.
Princess? When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne?
Oh, she was 20 if I recall correctly.
And may I ask your age?
I'm 16, but what...
My point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne, and you are not yet even as old as she was when she first donned the purple. And I see little point in comparing yourself to her she is now. Wouldn't you agree? We martial arts tend to say that only those with proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peaks through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time, don't worry.
Olivier, Zen, thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh?
You get older? How rude. I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zin here, even. Oh my god, I'm the same age as Zin.
You're one to call out someone for being rude, Olivier.
Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and grandmother both. Yep, back to town then, I guess. Yeah, let's be off. God.
I'm older than Olivier Lenheim. I need to think about that.
Not that way. Alright, so I guess now, I wanted to go to... Oh, it's an evening now.
Evening already. Time does fly when you're having fun.
Niall should be back now, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
Alright, let's get over to the newspaper.
Alright, I wanted to try to fit the Niall thing in this episode, but we're at 36 minutes already, and yeah, I didn't realize that there would be that much talking. So next time on Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky for Much Games, we are going to be talking to our last person, and hopefully getting some answers out of this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.